Hello dear viewers, welcome to my another video. Today I am going to show you how we can interface Mitsubishi PLC with WinCC SCADA system using Mitsubishi OPC Server. Mitsubishi OPC Server is a software tool which runs on the PC and directly communicate with the Mitsubishi PLC to access real-time PLC data and convert this data to OPC format. WinCC is a software for HMI application which can be used in combination with Siemens controller. So Siemens brand PLC can be directly interfaced with the WinCC SCADA system, which is not possible for PLC of other vendors. That is, PLC of other vendors do not communicate directly with the WinCC SCADA system. One possible way to interface Mitsubishi PLC with the WinCC SCADA system is using Mitsubishi OPC Server. In this project, MX OPC Configurator will be used as Mitsubishi OPC Server, which collects Mitsubishi PLC data in a standard interface so that WinCC SCADA software as well as SCADA softwares of any other vendors can access this data for SCADA application, provided those SCADA software supports the OPC protocol. Similarly, you can also interface PLC of other vendors with the WinCC SCADA system using their respective OPC server. So let's proceed how we can interface Mitsubishi PLC with the WinCC SCADA system using MX OPC Configurator. To start the project, first take a look at the overall project we are going to develop. A 24-volt DC motor have been connected to the PLC output. When the project will be finished, we will perform a motor operation from the WinCC SCADA scheme. When the start button will be pressed, the motor will remain idle condition for 10 seconds. After that, the motor will remain run condition for 10 seconds and again goes to idle and run condition in the same manner. This sequence of motor operation will be continued until a stop button is pressed from the WinCC SCADA screen. When the stop button will be pressed, this sequence of motor operation will stop. So, to get the desired motor operation, first we have to create the PLC ladder program using the Mitsubishi GXWorks2 programming software and download this program to the Mitsubishi PLC. Take a look at the PLC ladder diagram where digital and analog data have been defined to send to the WinCC SCADA system. The PLC ladder diagram have been already created and downloaded to the PLC. As our main topic of this video is about the Mitsubishi OPC Server configuration and SCADA project creation with the WinCC SCADA software, the PLC ladder diagram creation and downloading procedure have been skipped in this video. After the PLC is loaded with the PLC program, we have to send the PLC data to MX OPC Configurator. For this, we have to create and configure some OPC tags in the OPC server that will access and contain the PLC digital and analog data for sending to WinCC SCADA system for process visualization. Let's go for MX OPC Configurator and open this software. First, we have to add the Mitsubishi PLC as a device which model is Mitsubishi FX3U32M and make a proper communication settings so that a connection is established between the PLC and the Mitsubishi OPC server to exchange analog and digital data between them. Click on the address space button and select new MX device to go for the device configuration settings. Click on the configure button, set the PC side communications, click on the next button to go for the PLC side communications. Click on next button, click on next, Click on the Finish button to complete the configuration settings. Now go for COM text button. Note that PLC is successfully connected with the OPC server. Click on OK button to finish. You can rename this device as motor. Click on the Save button to save this configuration settings. This will complete the procedure for adding new device configuration and communication settings. Now we will create and configure some OPC tags through which the PLC memory data will be accessible in the OPC server. To create new tags, click on the Mitsubishi PLC device and click New Data Tag. The tag properties window have been appeared here. Here you will find some settings to create a new tag. First, put the tag name. Here we can put the first tag name as Start. Now from the general setup, put the input-output address. Here we have to put the PLC address that we have been used in the PLC ladder diagram. So put X0 as the first input address. Set the access rights as read-write and data type keep as Boolean. Click on the Save button to save this configuration of the OPC tags. Similarly, we will create another tags to access the PLC data in this OPC server. Once finished creating the necessary OPC tags and make configuration for these tags, we will now test the OPC server whether the PLC data can be accessible through these tags. We will now run the OPC server and enable the monitoring options for this OPC server so that the PLC data can be shown through these OPC tags. We have sent the PLC data to the OPC server. Now to receive this PLC data in the WinCC SCADA system, let's make a project in the TI portal software which will run on the PC and show this PLC data in the WinCC SCADA skin. Open the TI portal version 15 software and create a new project in this software. A new SCADA project has been created in the TI portal software. Now we have to do two tasks before creating the WinCC SCADA skin. The first one is to set up for the communication driver for the OPC server, and the next one is we have to create some HMI tags which will store the PLC data. To make setup for the communication driver, expand the HMI RT on and go for connection tab and double click on this. On the right side you will get a window. Click on the add new. You can give the name for this communication driver such as Mitsubishi PLC. On the right side choose the communication driver which is OPC. From the below OPC server you will get a number of OPC server which have been installed on this PC. Our desired OPC server is Mitsubishi.mx OPC. So click on this to select this OPC server. So the communication driver have been set up. The driver configuration and communication settings for Mitsubishi OPC server have been finished. Now we will go for creating a number of HMI tags which will contain the PLC data from the OPC tags created in the Mitsubishi OPC server. Finally, we have come to finish the SCADA project creation which have been placed in front of you. Now we will run this SCADA project and perform motor start and stop operation from this SCADA interface. During the motor operation from this SCADA interface, you will observe the status of the motor run and stop condition as well as the time duration for this motor run and stop condition. So let's go for run this SCADA project and perform the desired motor operation.